Ladies and gentlemen, I am so fucking excited about this Resident Evil 2 remake. This thing, ever since Resident Evil 1 has been remade for GameCube, me and the Mo Dirty were in high school talking about, yo, they're gonna do Resident Evil 2 next. That's just gonna be the best game ever. Blah blah this, blah 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 that. That was in 2005. So now we got a game. It's like shit, man. It's like I'm happy looking at the CG. They made the police station look gothic, dark. It's a good look. I'm excited for it. My fondest memories about Resident Evil is my uncle inviting me in the room saying if I want to play the games, you beat this part. So I'm like, alright, cool. I could beat anything right now. I really want to play X-Men Children of the Atom. Then he had me walk down the hallway. A fucking dog jumps through the glass. Scares the shit out of me. I was afraid to play video games. That was Resident Evil 1. New Year's Eve the following year, he shows me a commercial. The George A. Romero commercial of Resident Evil 2. It had me terrified also. So that was like 2 games I was afraid to play. But he had a Marvel vs. Capcom also available. So he told me only way I could play Marvel vs. Capcom if I could get past the beginning to get to the police station. I played it and I was like, wow, this game isn't that hard. Then I fell in love with Resident Evil. Like actually played it. So Resident Evil 2 is the first one I thoroughly played without being a punk bitch. And I was forced to just to play Marvel vs. Capcom. A good game. Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, you should all be hyped. We got a Resident Evil 2 remake before Final Fantasy 7, and it's dropping before Kingdom Hearts. Something tells me Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be pushed back magically. So let me know what else you guys think about this. Your reactions. What was the creepiest parts? What was the highs? What was the lows? Like they had Marvin's talking. I hope they do something in the game where Marvin's speaking to you on the walkie, guiding you to the precinct, and then you could slowly hear Marvin changing into a zombie as time progresses as he's on the walkie. Can you imagine that? Leon's like, Marvin, where you at? Is this the right way? You just hear him growling and shit. You know how creepy that shit would be? Knowing that you got to get back to that room to get keys from his body, knowing he's a zombie. Then having that music hit, then they got Mr. Freddy Krueger, Mr. X walking around with a fedora on, looking like Ving Rhames and Freddy Krueger had a baby. That was a good high. And then real quick, if you pause it at a certain scene, you can see William Birkin, like as type G. I keep forgetting his name. I know G something. You can see William Birkin. And, let's not forget about the PlayStation sitting in the top. I literally seen in the chat, people's like, what is that? The fact that they said, what is that to a PlayStation 1, it broke my heart. I was about to stab a motherfucker. And they showed the PlayStation 1 minus the DualShock controller. That showed how old I am. But, yeah, I'm rambling too much, you know. The liquors are looking dangerous as shit in there. See them dragging dudes up to the ceiling. Overall, I enjoyed it. That was like the highlight for me of the Sony. This Resident Evil 2 remake. Like, that shit is so fucking good, man. Like, we almost there, man. We almost there. I just hope they do scenario A and B and not do you play back to back, one after the other. Because that'd be fun if I could just switch up the scenario. You know, see my sexy baby Ada Wong. You know I miss you, baby. You know that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.
236 pounds and comes to us from Cameron, North Carolina. He is the #1 contender for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World, the charismatic